Hey, what up? Welcome to another episode of the Brent Taylor Show. And I got a special guest, yo, straight from Bay Area, from Vallejo, Valley Joe. Super comedian in the house, yo. Mr. DC Ervin, y'all. Mr. DC Ervin.
Oh, man, we out here, baby. We out here, baby.
I'm working on my guests. I got
we out here, baby. I'm excited, bro.
This is my boy, man. Straight up. Thanks for coming out, man. Mean a lot, man. Bro. Man, I know you for a while, man. I know DC on the circuit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You were one of the first funny comedians I've ever seen. Honestly, God, no cap.
For real, bro?
No cap.
Thank you, bro. That mean hella much, bro. Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to be corny or nothing like that. When I first started comedy, bro, you know how like you do a couple like little spots or whatever, and you try your little open micness, I guess, as you first start out. But then you go to the real clubs and see the real comedians. Yeah. And if y'all know anything on the weekends, that's when the best comedy shows happen. You're gonna see some bullshit if y'all go to any spot on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, all that shit. But on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when it's lit. And I was at a black club. It's called the J Spot.
Oh, we was at the J Spot?
We was at the J Spot, man. And that's when the J Spot was lit, yo. That's when Jay was really getting it, man. They had TVs everywhere. It was like Chuck E. Cheese.
It was popping.
It was dope.
It was popping.
And I remember, man, it was a dope ass lineup. I think maybe Pinky was there or something like that from Friday. It was a couple celebrities was there.
Oh, you know, I had to act up.
Man, and I'm sitting there watching, and then like at the end of you was the last one. They was like, and give it up for my boy D. And you was sleepy. You was like, damn, man, I almost fell asleep back there. And nigga, I'm back there crying, laughing, because I was like, dang, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could just, I thought you had to just tell jokes and get into your set. Daddy was like, nah, nigga, I'm about to go to sleep real quick.
You know, you can tell your real emotions when you get up here.
And you hit him, B, like, it was just one of them things. You know how as a comic, you be like, dang, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is a cool show. That nigga got it right there.
Thanks, bro.
So, yeah, man. And then
I think I remember that because you know, you always be sleepy at the J Spot because they would put up hella comedians.
Nigga.
And so you be back there, you be like, damn, I'm last?
The host would do 30 minutes.
Do 30 and be...
You know what I'm saying? Okay, ladies. Now, where the Geminis at? Put your hand. Nigga, shut up. Put us up. They really be trying to pop at chicks.
And they do birthday shout-outs, everything, bro. You be like, all right. So I probably was really sleepy out there.
Man, for real.
Y'all ready to get this on?
It was like a full 2.5 hour show. And then you came up, and it was dope because like they brought you up like that. They didn't lie. It was like, this is one of the funniest dudes, emerging comedians, blah blah blah. And then you did your thing. I would say it was you. When I first came in, I would say it was you.
Who else?
Mr. London Brown.
Oh, London. No, the funny thing about London, bro, is when London first started, London was the king of standing ovations.
Nigga.
London was getting standing ovations after every set, bro. And it was.
Remember he was dancing?
Yeah, bro.
Nigga, it's like, what can he do?
Yeah.
What can this
London came on with too many talents.
Nigga. And then he hit you with the Denzel.
Right.
And then it was like one of the things, you a fan of it so much. Right. It was like, man.
Right, bro. And London was a sneaky dope actor, bro. Like, I didn't know London could act, bro. Like, could act. And when he first hit Ballers, whatever the case was, I was just doing a show in Miami, bro. And then he was out there. I was like, "What you working on?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just shooting this little thing."
Sneaky with it.
Yeah, sneaky with it. And then it come out as The Rock.
Nigga, you on HBO?
You on HBO, bro?
You just humble with it?
He said like he just shot a commercial, nigga.
Shout out to London Brown.
London Brown, bro.
Real talk,
salute,
man.
Bro.
One thing I like about London, I know these hoes be calling when we on these shows, nigga. When you good, the hoes come around. All right? Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. I ain't even trying to say ain't no business in comedy. Bullshit. Get your jokes up, nigga. Get your jokes up, nigga, if you don't see these hoes. So I remember Mr. Standing Ovation.
Mr. Standing Ovation, bro.
And we all partners, and I would just watch the way dude move. He was one of the first dudes I saw in this game, like, this dude's really focused and serious about his craft.
Very serious about his craft. And it shows, bro.
Yeah.
So I be bullshitting. But London.
Me too, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
I be playing, y'all.
Woo. But yeah, he focused, bro. And then, man, Brandon Lewis.
B. Lewis.
It was a couple, man, that I saw. But, and yourself, man. Yourself, bro.
Thanks, boy. Bro, I appreciate that, Brent. I remember that night being asleep at the J Spot. I do remember it.
I say all that to say this. I'm not trying to kiss your ass here. This comes back. This is sweet poetic justice. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something.
I'm just going to go with the flow.
My first show that I did, because I'm a Sigma, so throwing shows was nothing to me. I came from out of college throwing parties on accident. Yeah. So I was like, I always loved hosting and throwing comedy shows. And the first time I had a chance to do it, that was the family room. Shout out to the family. Shout out, you just asked me.
Bro,
Gary had just passed the torch to me. Like,
just talking about the family room.
You want to do the family room for me, man? I was like, sure. So my first show, y'all, it was the first show I ever did. I was like, yo, who are the funny comedians I think I can get? I don't know if I can get no Dave Chappelle or Martin Lawrence.
You can't afford them.
I don't even know the number to even lie to somebody. But I was like, but I had a little job, you know what I'm saying, a couple dollars on me and something. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can put a little budget together. And I'll pay him. I'll pay these guys.
I give him a little something.
And you know, Teddy Ray is my cousin.
Yeah.
So Teddy was a little.
You and Teddy cousins, friend?
Yeah, we blood cousins. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man. A lot of people.
What? Why am I just finding this out?
A lot of people don't know that. We don't really we don't do buddy shit like that, and we're cousins. Like nigga, we don't do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't grease the wheel.
Bro, I didn't know you and Teddy was really cousins like that. Bro,
like this nigga would be at my house on Thanksgiving, cousins. Like,
oh, okay.
At my mama house, not here. Like at my mama house.
But that's why y'all got dope chemistry. Like, you know, now it's adding up. Y'all got a natural chemistry and a natural flow. Y'all,
Brent raised me my whole life. Brent raised me.
You be thanking Brent, Teddy.
That's all I be trying to do. I'll give you your swag. But shout out to Teddy Ray. Teddy Ray was like, he older in the class of comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm reaching out and I was like, man, who's this dude? I think his name is DC Ervin. I was like, yeah. I was like, can I get him on my show, man? Yeah, man. Can you give me his number and shit? Here, man, his information. Hit him up.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? You could just see what he's saying. Teddy is hella big and talks with the lightest voice. This nigga talk like your niece, nigga. So he was like, just see what he's saying, I mean. And I remember calling and I was like, yo, DC, my name's Brent. I don't know if you know, but I do comedy. And I got this show.
Yeah.
And it's in Compton. Hello? 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 Maybe it was a bad connection.
I did it. I fooled with it. I did it, right?
This nigga is a G though, man. He came after he knew who I was. After cause I've seen this. Really? I've seen you probably like maybe 10, 20 times since.
Man, I know I didn't hang up on you, nigga.
Nah, you didn't hang up. You didn't hang up, but it was one of those. I mean, I get it, nigga. I know I'm a comic, nigga. If somebody ain't never heard. Yeah. Like, where is it at? And how much, nigga? Nah, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, let's say something substantial. Nah, big nah. You know, I think you oughta even was like, man, you know what I normally cost is man, like hit me with the rate and everything. I was like, damn, I don't know if I can.
What was my rate, nigga, back then?
Back then?
Like some bullshit. Like,
probably
it was like $50. I know.
Nah.
You offered me 25, nigga.
It was like probably like I'll be in the humble estimate. I don't know. I'll say the nigga probably was like, should be $200. I'll do it.
Not at the family room, nigga.
Nah, hell nah. Maybe you didn't know it was the family room.
I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe.
Maybe
this
he didn't
right
know.
Now.
I swear.
We need proof of this.
Because I did the show and I saw you at like 3 other shows and I was like, it was like internal like. Damn, man, I wish I could.
We need.
We was at the last factory. Nigga, I'm going up next. Walking past you, giving you shoulder. You don't even know why, nigga. I'm like, man.
This nigga lying.
The cold part, we hella cool. Man, you hella solid dude, man.
Yeah.
And I had to earn my way, man. I ain't putting it like that, man. You can't, this goes to everybody. You can't just be doing free shows, asking legit comics.
Yeah, we been, nigga, especially in LA.
Nigga.
When I went at the beginning of our shit, probably early. When we ain't getting no money to drive to where family room? Inglewood?
The family room was in the middle of Compton, LA, and when
you live in the valley, you be like, nigga, family room, nigga.
Well, and when you're not from LA, you hear certain shit like Compton. Well, what part? By myself? All right, so how much? What? And then like, so I mean, I get it. A lot of times people just
That's blood territory too, right?
That's blood. Everybody.
I remember one time I was there, some nigga just take off your hat. He wasn't talking to me, he was talking to somebody else. I took my hat off. I guess we all gotta take our hats off.
Shout out to the family room, man. That was my first.
We all gotta take our hats off.
But I will say this, though, I worked real hard at that motherfucking show, man.
Bro, and, that was my brother. And I'm mad I didn't do it more when y'all was there.
But I do remember I do remember you finally did come through and you didn't, and it wasn't on no Hollywood shit. I mean, I probably cold part, I think I probably had some money for it and you had just bounced, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was one of them. Like, I ain't tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was already, we good by then, you know what I'm saying?
When you the homie, it's like, nigga, we come in here to fool with you. Remember? And I remember that. And I was like, hey, nigga, I want to take a picture with y'all niggas.
So, and man, so I've seen you there. I think when I was at the Flats, you probably showed up. I've seen you everywhere I've been. Like, you somewhere around.
Maverick Flats, I remember that. They ain't did that in a while, though. It's still going on?
Nah, they done shut that down. Maverick Flat used to be the joint, man. That's
we got people out there. What up, y'all?
What up, y'all? What up, people?
Hey, we out here. Hey, man,
What's
you know
up,
what we
y'all?
doing?
Hey, man. Speaking of Mavericks Flat, that's where if you wanted a cougar real bad.
And remember,
nigga. That's where like
they was choosing.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to take pictures. Like that's a real. That's exclusive, man. Like that was back in the day. They used to. That's like Dolomite spot and Robin Harris old spots. Like
it got history.
Oh, got good history. And then you got a couple ladies that still remember that history. And when it was open, they came in there with their best foot. You see niggas in there with hats on and shit.
The brim.
Man,
it felt like the 70s being in there when I was in there.
It had stone.
So the whole joint closed down?
I think they probably. I ain't trying to shit on it, man. I think they probably going through like maybe a little ownership deal.
Oh, the building's still there though.
Man, Crenshaw is fucked up right now because of the gentrification that they're doing over there. Oh, man, they running a whole subway through there, a BART through Crenshaw.
Oh, they hitting y'all too? Yeah, they got us good. And in the Bay, like Oakland is safe now.
Oakland is gentrified.
Oakland's super gentrified. Certain parts, nigga.
Yeah, fuck us. Let's get to this.
Yeah, certain parts.
All right, I went to school, Sacramento, Sac State, Hornet.
916.
Yeah.
Shout out to 916, Sacramento, California. Mozzie.
You know, and Sacramento and everywhere up north, Oakland is the town, yo. Oakland is the shit. Even if people aren't from Oakland, they will claim it to get some street credibility.
That town.
They will. I'm from the town. I'm from Oakland. And so you gotta go through. Oakland is a black city. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all know. It's like what, 2 black cities? It's like Oakland and DC or some shit.
Oakland, DC, Atlanta.
Is Atlanta all black?
Atlanta, bro, Chocolate City. They call it Chocolate City.
But it's some white folks.
It's some, but it's white folks everywhere. But Atlanta's known for.
Oakland was really black.
Yeah.
Like the bus driver. I ain't never seen a bus driver pull up. Usually the bus black and the bus driver is of a different ethnicity. Nah, he was black too.
Bus driver
with a Jerry curl or a shag or something with like Raider gloves on and shit.
You can always base it off when the cops be black.
Nigga, that was next. The cops was black. They like, hey nigga.
Did they have dreads though? Because Atlanta cops be having dreads.
They
niggas come out and be shaking, nigga.
I think the Oakland cops had gold teeth. Had a grill on him or something. Like they wasn't even tripping. We was smoking weed. They was just on some other shit. Y'all look out, youngsters. Y'all ain't supposed to be out here.
Y'all be careful out here in these
But I know
streets.
y'all was getting gentrified. It is
Oakland done gentrified, bro. It's crazy.
So white people, when we say gentrified and you black, that means white people are here in an abundance, and we're not upset. We are actually surprised.
Yeah, walking their dogs. Walking their dogs. In the morning.
And is it the same for y'all? Like when we see that on Crenshaw, we be like remembering where they walking their dog at. Like, hold on, nigga. Like,
it's like that. Like on Crenshaw now. Like it's safe.
Niggas, white people are walking their dogs, and you like, man, the homie got killed when I was in high school. Like on this block. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
it was like this is big. Niggas used to get knocked.
That don't even sound right. Crenshaw being gentrified because before you moved to LA,
the jungles.
Yeah. The jungles gentrified? Nah, the jungles can't be gentrified. They will not gentrify the jungles.
I was in jungles a couple months ago. and a dude and a lady came out and with their tennis rackets about to get it in. I was like, the times have changed. The times have changed.
Is it a bad thing? No, it's a good thing though. I think,
gentrification is a great thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. I don't like how I push everybody out.
That's the only thing.
That's the part I push everybody out, but as far as just being safe at some places.
But I think we can gentrify ourselves sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like, we don't have to wait for big business or other, you know what I'm saying, outsiders to come in and change your shit. And then you be like, you can do it. Clean your own shit.
Yeah, very true.
You know?
That's what, rest in peace, that's what Nipsey was on.
I gentrified my haircut recently. I don't know if you noticed, but I got a curl now.
You be switching it up, bro.
Nigga, shout out to Deion. Shout out to Deion Sanders. The curl look wet, but it's dry.
I see you switching up in these streets.
I'm trying to look grown, dog.
Because you always kept a short hair, bro. You always kept it like a boy. I used to think, Brent can't grow hair.
That's what they did to me.
Yeah.
Hey, the worst part about being on roast me, niggas will roast you, nigga. Your own family, bro. Hey, Brent, you like an eagle, my nigga. An eagle? It's a bird, nigga. Man, niggas was clowning for it, man. I was getting carded often, a little too often.
Yeah, bro, you still look like you, Brent, you can pass for damn near, I'm going to say 17, 18. I'm 17, 18.
It's cool until you try to be authoritative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool when you try to look young, you sure. When you try to be authoritative,
nobody respect it.
You be in the streets.
Nobody respect it.
None.
Like,
nigga get none.
Young ass up, nigga.
None. I get none. Young niggas fresh out of high school and they whip.
Yeah.
I be like, the other day I pulled up on this dude. I was like, hey, I was a little beside myself.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it, but I was trying to act tough. I was like, hey, pull over. Just pull over, bro. Just pull over.
Well, he did something though. You just called him out for no reason.
He just like swerved in front of me, and I'm like honking at him, and then he like flipped me off. And then you ever notice like when you be driving, after he flipped me off, like we drive, then he just stopped, like.
He wanted all the smoke.
Yeah, and then it was like, man, fuck it, bro. Like, so I pulled up, and I saw he was a little younger than me, so I'm like, I think I can take it. You know what I'm saying? And he was yelling at me. I didn't really want the fight because I would watch my face, but I was like, I wanted him to think it. You know, I wanted my pride to be there. I wanted that moment. Dude.
You just gotta get in that moment. You gotta get close to it, and then when he get out the car, that's when you smash off.
Right.
You be
right.
Like, yeah.
But you ever try to hope to scare him, and then you be like. And then he said, no, I don't do that. No, niggas pull out.
Yes,
but I was ready for I was trying to spook the nigga. He didn't want it. That nigga pulled off, got out the car, had his hands up and everything. I was like,
he did the whole movie.
And I was like, but he fresh out of high school. I don't know why he got this much spirit in him.
Man, it's like that. If you fight a fresh out of high schooler, you're gonna be in for a tussle. They got that young, and they got that young energy.
He got any in shape,
and they move quicker too.
He probably off the break up and shit.
He probably got cut from the basketball team.
That nigga's hella emotional. Shout out. Okay. All right. They do that in Oakland too. Youngsters whoop ass.
Yeah, but I'm by way of, I'm from Vallejo, Valley Joe, but all the whole Bay. Youngsters, man, you know they get down.
What part of Vallejo?
Suicide, South Vallejo, Porter Street.
Is that near?
That's like by the Crest is the north. We couldn't fool like when I was growing up. We couldn't even listen to Mac Dre. That's up north. He was like Elvis, man. Like, Elvis, bro. And then in other little like Seattle, Kansas.
Man, so when he died, to see his spirit permeate rap culture. Yeah. Everybody got dreads now.
And everybody caught on. It felt like everybody caught on. And that's how it be going sometimes, though. Yeah. Like when you pass, they start looking up, well, who is this? Who is this? And
he was the damn sure the Nipsey of the
right.
He was the damn sure the Nipsey Hussle.
Right. The other Bay damn near.
Bay.
Besides all the he didn't. I don't know if he did too much as far as like I didn't know Nip was doing so much for the community though. I would hear it, but I didn't know that he had, you knew about the marathon, but he had his hands in everything.
I'll say this, though, about Dre. Dre was a people's champ like Nip was.
Yeah.
Dre was the type of dude, if you lived in Sacramento, you saw Dre at some point. He'd be at the liquor store or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting some blunts or something. And what up? That's another thing. Mac Dre, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to put it on Dre. Dre started this backwood sensation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely,
yeah.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
All these kids smoking backwoods and all that shit. Mac Dre he was older than us, yo. So back then, this dude was like late 30s or something like that. And
he made it cool to be like a black hippie.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? Made it cool Mac Dre made it cool to be a black hippie. He made it cool to be like free spirited.
Ecstasy, listen to it. Pills, fizzing, all that's Dre, yo. All that fizzing and ghost riding the whip, all that. Like he brought all of that to the forefront. A lot of that is some bass shit. But he brought it to. He really embodied it.
Yeah,
like,
really lived it too.
Nigga,
and you know more than me. I we were just catching on because we would listen to Mac Dre when he was like 18 and stuff when he was younger. But then when he came back as a different person, we didn't know that Dre. I didn't know that Dre. You know what I mean? So you caught that Dre.
He came back clouding.
He came back with dreads and bands, nigga, and bands and all that.
Cause like I get it. Like when he first started out, a lot of people wasn't feeling his flow. He had an old school flow. He from that Too Short era, like that. He rapped like this all the time. He keep a bitch on the line. Like they'll say some shit like that. Like. But
they rap like how I would rap now if I dropped the album.
Nigga, they was old school. It was daddy rap, nigga. But
if I dropped the album.
Man, he came back with a vengeance, though. Like you said, he came back before his time. He had dreads. I mean, he's wearing big glasses. He's the grills, and backwoods and pills.
And changed the flow. And when he came back, that flow was like cold.
Changed his whole flow up. Cold. Used to make his beats. Dude was in there making his beat. Dude was a smart dude.
Wish you had pictures and footage, bro. Like if you had that now, that'd have been dope. But you didn't know that you was, you know what I mean?
I didn't know. I just knew from Cause I always liked entertainment,
right?
And so I'm looking like this dude is really doing this. Like it went from fuck that shit ain't all that, nigga. I'm from LA. We got Dr. Dre and all that, you know. Till I started really listening. Like, hold on, this shit is actually kind of dope.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Something different.
Yeah. Then next thing you know, you start doing it too. Like, okay. And then like I see another thing. This was the first dude I ever seen with the I don't make beats, but they had a little tick tick tick.
Wait, what was that?
It was like a timing thing, and then he'd add a layer of beats here, and then like once the little timing thing here, he add another layer. So
do you remember any of the songs you was there on that he made?
Okay, the last shit that came out before he died, the shit that
they wanted to take questions from the chat. What y'all want to know? What y'all want to talk?
Oh yeah, what y'all want to talk about? Ask DC anything.
Ask me now.
Because last album came out. That's all. Yeah. The one that dropped. Dr. Dre did it. Yeah, that one. That one. All that one.
Ask some questions. What's
Feeling Myself.
Yeah.
I was there when he did that. Yeah. I never understood why Dre and E40 didn't get along. I didn't understand the whole Crest and Magazine Street. Was y'all banging like that?
Nah, it was. I don't know how it started because I was hella young, but I just know that it wasn't cool for people from the South to listen to, because I had to side with E40 and them,
right?
Because that was more on my side. Like
right.
Porter Street Magazine runs.
E40's the shit. Nigga.
Yeah, it runs the same. So and then I remember like going to the laundromat and seeing E40 and D-Shot be legit up there, like handing out CDs and stuff like that, like the Click and all that.
Was E40 always fat?
He was fatter back then. He lost all the weight. Yeah, but he was chubbier back. He wasn't always fat, but he was like he always been like husky. You know what I mean?
Nigga.
Drinking 40s. That's why I got E40. 40 beers.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. 40.
I'm educating y'all out there on E40. You know what I mean?
40 rock. You play I didn't know that. It was since the womb.
Yeah,
Man, Todd Cole, he was drinking 40.
Yeah, E40, yeah. But nah, we just couldn't. We couldn't really. I would listen to Dre on the low, like on the tuck, but then but you have to listen to like 40, Click, all them, you know, Young D Boys, all them cats.
Did you? Growing up in that side of town, was you beefing with was y'all like, we don't fuck with them dudes in the South?
Nah, I wasn't really in the streets like that though. You know what I mean? I was still like I was a hooper. So if you're a hooper, they give you. You know what I mean? If you're a hooper, they give you a pass. Leave him alone. That's Penny.
Yeah.
They call me Penny. That's Penny.
Oh, he was a good hooper.
Yeah, Penny be playing. Penny just be hooping. He don't want no trouble.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, so I ain't really have to get into all that stuff.
That's dope, man. That's what's up. Were you ever tempted?
If I'm to
were
what?
You tempted by these by the streets of Vallejo, dog?
Nah, not really, bro. I think I was I kind of was like a leader, but in my own. Like I was cool being a square, but a cool square, like not a sucker.
All right, now you gonna have to help me out.
What they want to know?
If
I subscribe to the podcast, what can I look forward to? Well, you asking too many damn questions,
nigga. That's why I was.
Yeah, I ain't asking no more questions.
They gonna distract the nigga.
Yeah, nah, you ain't getting no more questions.
Give a quick question, and we'll get in. All this deep shit.
SAT score?
Make me read it.
Yeah.
I didn't know this when I was living up the. I used to hear all this shit about the Bay is so rough. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I pass through Vallejo, it looks gorgeous, nigga.
The Bay?
Vallejo, especially Vallejo, looks nice as fuck. Like it looks like
certain parts, bro. Wow. But that's what people say about here when they like on Crenshaw when they see
y'all got lakes, nigga.
They be like y'all got
dams and shit. Fuck all that, nigga. Y'all got
we got
palm trees. That's it.
Y'all got palm trees.
In the Bay, these niggas got paradise. Okay, you will be driving. All your cares will leave you, nigga. Windmills will pop up out of the shit.
LA got palm trees and nice weather, bro. Like the Bay be foggy, gloomy, gritty. The
Bay got the best weather in California.
Hell nah.
It's 60 degrees all year round in the Bay. That shit got a nice little just fog of weed and dew around it at all times. As long as you got a little, you can wear a hoodie and be bad at all times. Be good. They don't have no heat. At some point, this shit gets to be bullshit. We be hot as fuck, and you gotta stay in, be in a car, be in an air conditioner.
We gonna ask the people. LA look way more glamorous than the Bay.
It's just
way more.
Ooh.
You gotta go far for it to look grimy.
But y'all got the fancy shit. There's parts of y'all got San Francisco that looks like New York. You know what I'm saying?
Certain
like
parts like the little downtown area.
But and it's classy. That was the first place I ever seen a Macy's. Was like in San Francisco.
The nice Macy's by the little Union Square.
Like our downtown just got popping, yo. I ain't gonna even.
What's up, Rodney? Be hella cold in the Bay. Rodney Perry, shout out.
What up, Rodney? What up, huh? Yeah, all right.
Young legend.
Yeah, man. That's shout out to Rodney Perry, man. Salute, yo. It's cold as fuck in the Bay.
Cold as hell, freezing.
But it's a welcome cold. It ain't like it's snowing and shit like that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that.
It's like club weather all the time in the Bay, yo.
When you leaving the club, when you shake.
You know what I'm saying? When you in the club at night, and it's just perfect weather. Bitches, right. It's too cold for you, but right. The bitches be out with their ass out and everything.
Right.
No, man, perfect, y'all. Like that's we right. don't. Our shit. I don't know. It get a little hot.
It's like this is like Hawaii. You move to people come to LA for the weather. Then they find out about the gangs. Then they be like, oh, y'all, this is here?
That shit real? They still do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but you got, like you said, you got to really travel to see
exactly. And you got to be a dummy to not respect it. You got to respect everybody codes. You got to respect
It's very obvious when you gangsters just don't go around fucking with people.
They don't
just bang on people, not in gangs and all that. So, yeah, LA ain't like that. Though. You got to be dumb or with somebody dumb for the most part.
Yeah.
But the Bay... It's gorgeous. Fuck what he talking about. They got got Google down there. Goddamn it,
Google.
Shit, man. And y'all used to have bomb weed out there, bro.
Nah, the Bay still got the fire. The Bay killing LA with weed. Y'all gotta go to the Bay to get the weed. Y'all gotta go to Humboldt County.
Not anymore. That used to be. He's not lying. It used to be like that. When I was up there, y'all was winning, dog. Y'all was the champs. And we had to come up here because y'all had to go to Humboldt, like you said. Even in Oakland, they had some shit in Oakland for a minute. Like it was like y'all was the first one with.
But now, as you say, some cookies and stuff is all out here now.
That part. Now we can grow our shit.
Yeah. Now, well, now everywhere got good with damn near everywhere because where they dispensing that.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But our dispensaries are like they're going out a little bit out of their way to make them. I'll say that
because you can't come to the West Coast and have no bad stuff.
No. So LA really be going out of their way to have that shit. But you will get y'all got a dope ass culture out there, man. Who's your favorite rapper outside of 40 Water?
Like come from the Bay or just
from the Bay?
Coming up, I had to say like damn. Nah, I wouldn't say this nigga whispered MC Hammer. Who would be like probably Short?
You know what was MC Hammer?
Nah, Short.
You never loved
Mr. Fab was dope. I love Hammer when you was younger.
That's what I'm saying.
And you wanted to dance, but
everybody here.
When you figured out you couldn't do Hammer dance moves, you know this nigga's an alien.
All right, it took a minute. When you fell off Hammer, you fell off. It was a cold relationship with Hammer. Once you broke off, all right, I broke off.
When he started doing cartoons and coming out with cereal, he was like, okay.
And he did Pumps in the Bump.
Yeah.
And had his dick out, nigga. That's what killed this.
Pumps in the Bump was a good song though. The video messed it up.
Because it didn't make no sense.
If he didn't have on a thong and Pumps in the Bump, it would have been cool.
It's like, word.
Yeah. And then, if he didn't have a thong on, Pumps in the Bump would have been cool.
Some shit. Yeah. It was very confusing. But didn't know rapper that you loved as much as you loved Hammer, and you know it.
Hammer was dope, but Hammer was I was like 8, and I didn't know Hammer wasn't rapping about like.
You didn't care.
You
loved him like Michael Jackson. You loved him. You get name another rapper. You did his dances in the mirror.
I love this cartoon. And then he dropped this cartoon.
Hammer Man.
Yeah.
Hammer Man. Come on, dog. The nigga had his own cartoon.
Yeah, his cartoon.
Ain't nobody beat that, yo. Migos. Yeah.
Migos, you step your game up. Get your cartoon, Migos.
Drake.
It'd be corny now if a rapper had a cartoon. They wouldn't do it no. This how they couldn't do it.
Hey, I didn't know MC Hammer was hard, yo. Like
MC Hammer with the Oh, Hammer! Oh yeah, people thought that little dance and stuff. Hammer, I've heard stories about Hammer. People running up on Hammer and him being like checking people.
I've heard stories of Hammer in the streets, man. Like he was
still an East Oakland nigga. You know what I
That's
mean?
what he kept saying.
East or West? East, probably East. I don't know for sure, but
some part of the town. No, I know he repped the town, and it's niggas that will exercise it to their fullest
to the fullest rights of the Emancipation Proclamation. Whoop your ass.
He damn sure did pay everybody in Oakland.
Right.
At some
he took
point
care.
on stage, and he had like 1,000 niggas on stage.
Hella.
I ain't mad at him though. But you said Mr. Fab.
Who the man? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna get home and be like, oh yeah, I forgot.
You wasn't a Too Short fan?
I like Short, but Short was a little too nasty for me to be playing at my. You know what I mean? But I remember all the songs like Freaky Tales and all that. So I remember growing up to that. But like.
No, I keep it 100.
Who else?
Cause Short changed. Short used to be like, and now he in the club and it's blow the whistle and all that. Nah, back in the day, fuck that motherfucking bitch ass shit. Like it was just all cuss words.
Yeah,
just dude. Nigga, someone hit though. So like play, I'm a player, and I'm play. It made you want to be a player when you was young. You could be
I gotta
8
answer this
years
question
old
though,
and you
bro.
wanted to pimp when you heard Too Short.
Who was dope for me coming up? Like the Clyde Carson. I went to school with him and played hoop with him. Clyde Carson was nice. But I'm gonna send it in, and you're gonna tell people who be like, DC said this was his favorite rapper in the Bay, but I can't think of him off the top. It was somebody. It was somebody that's gonna come to me later.
All right, man. We all know you as a comedian, man. Know you as but a lot of people don't know you're an actor, man.
Lightweight, bro.
Lightweight, my ass, man. What movies you been in, bro?
I've been in all right, Haunted House, 50 Shades of Black, and Haunted House 2.
This nigga's in 3 major movies.
3 movies, yeah.
Major movies.
But if you blink, you gonna miss me. But I'm in them.
He on tour.
I'm in them.
He tours regularly with the greatest of comedians. Literally one of my favorite comedians, Marlon Wayans. And
that nigga keep me working.
Here's another thing I got mad respect about you, bro. Nigga, you keep yourself working.
Like, you got to, bro.
Yeah, like comic to comic, man. I know a lot of for real, man. I know a lot of comics just sit back and they just, oh man, I'm with such and such, or they with big comics and they travel with them, and then yeah, it's cool, but then they complain that their career, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man, and it's like, but you get it, like you're your own person, you're your own artist.
Yeah, we
like,
gotta do it ourselves, bro.
For real, like
heck yeah.
I see you always working and you have your own brand. Nigga, that shit that you got with your motivational talks are fucking hilarious. If y'all don't know,
direct currents.
Like and that's what I'm a big fan of, man. You got your own brand, and then to the point to where when I see you with the Wayans, or when I see you with Marlon, I see it like just like the Avion thing. Like, man, y'all are assets to them. Y'all not these niggas flunkies and shit like that. Y'all not side dudes like that. Y'all not Robin to Batman.
Right.
This is y'all like the super friends. I be thinking when I see y'all. It's funny, I sound like a fan, nigga.
No, what's funny is Avion, and shout out to Avion, because I was with him for a little bit too, and Marlon and them cats, they make it easy. Like, they don't treat you like, oh, my bags, or you know what I mean, or nothing like that. 'Cause I heard horror stories about comedians that take cats out on the stage, or take cats on the road, and they treat you like a flunky. Yeah. But them cats be like, hey, just do your job on the stage, and that's it.
Like, I'll see stuff that you're doing, I'll be like, man, I know the crowd is going to have a dope-ass show. Yeah. Like, I got mad respect for Mar. Of course, he's an idol, nigga. Yeah. You grew up idolizing that shit. But I look at him, I'm like, man, they got a dope-ass show. Like, and I already know, like you handle it, nigga. Yeah. I see you work all the time, B. So it's, big fan of that shit, man.
Thanks, bro. Keep your shit going. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy I got invited, man. I feel like I made it a little bit, man.
Thanks for coming out, man. Last question. You ever tried weed before?
Me?
Yeah.
I used to smoke a lot. I stopped.
When was the first time you smoked? Just first weed. Your first weed story.
First weed story. I'm gonna say 13, and I smoked with it was like the last day of school in 8th grade. And it was me, about 3 others, a white girl named Faith, my boy Tanel, rest his soul, and Anthony Burnside. And we were just walking home, finished up last day of school, and they was like, you want to smoke? And I didn't know how to smoke. I was blowing it out. They told me, no, you got to hold it in. Then we held, when I started feeling good, everything was funny. We went to her house and started watching The Lion King. And when I tell you the Lion King cartoon was the funniest thing we ever seen, like Pumbaa and Timon, that was the funniest thing. Just everything that Pumbaa and Timon was doing, we were just like, he funny. You just always watching a comedy special. We was like, that little nigga funny. His little leg was shaking. We just, you see his leg? Look at his leg. But that was it. High as hell. The first time is always the best time. When the first time you get high is always the best time. But I ain't smoked that long, bro.
I think I'm gonna start doing that. I think that's gonna be a thing. I don't really like to. It's funny. I know like. People put, they relate me to the hoax. They know I'm a free spirit. Yeah. And I'm liberal.
Young hippie.
Yeah. I'm with the liberation. But I think I'm going to do that from now, man. I think I'm going to have that question from now. First time smoking. Yeah. I think that's cool. All right, man. I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah, we out here.
All right.
First time. I kept it simple. Simple and sweet.
Check him out, man. Where can they follow you, DC?
Hey, follow me at DC Ervin Comedy across the board. DC Ervin across the board.
Bad, man. Dope. DC, I'm a kidnapper, man. I'm having back, man. This is my boy, man.
I'm definitely coming back.
Y'all follow him, check his show.
Everything right down the street.
Oh, yeah, bet.
We out here, man.
And follow his channels, too, man. Y'all in for a treat, man. Subscribe to my boy. We out.
Peace.